Hey guys, Josh here with another video for the road crew, and can't believe Rock Band 4 is only about a week or so away from release. Man, it's going to be coming up pretty fast. I'm so excited for it. So today I've got a great list here. The top 10 ways to be awesome at Rock Band. Now, this is just a list I put together not that long ago. If you've seen other videos of this on YouTube, there's a chance some of these items are crossovers, which I apologize for, but there's a lot of things that people have shared in comments. So, number 10 is important: calibrate. Whether you use the guitar and hold it up to your screen, or you use your drums or your respective console controller, calibrating is a great way to ensure that you're hitting all the notes as they actually come down the line on the screen, because sometimes, lag happens on a TV and it can really mess up your game. So if you calibrate beforehand, you should be good. Number 9 is a bit of a pro tip. You can use the select or the back button on your guitar controller to activate Overdrive, and I personally find it's a lot more intuitive with your activations, especially if you activate at usually the beginning of a chorus or near the end of a song. As from based on watching videos on YouTube and also from experience, that really helps you get the optimal Overdrive path. Number 8 is with big rock endings. If you're playing in a band, that's the opportunity for the guitarist, bassist, and drummer to pretty much go nuts on the pads and the buttons and do whatever, but all those points are moot if you don't hit the last note. So make sure that you leave yourself some time to hit the last note of a big rock ending. And, vocalists, all they have to do is just activate Overdrive at the end, just like, woo! Just, something like that. But if you're playing Let There Be Rock Live by AC/DC, good luck. You could go get a drink and a sandwich and you'd still have time to finish. Number 7, play with opponents of a similar skill level. So if you and your friends, if you're playing on expert and your friends can only get up to medium and hard, still play with your friends, but also, look online with like Rock Band 2 and Rock Band 3. Look for people that can play on expert, and it's going to be a lot more fun that way, because then you can be challenged and meet the challenge of your bandmates. Number 6 is to look and or sound the part. So if you want, you can get some nice costumes, you can look more like a real band, or you can rock out really, really hard and turn the volume way up on the TV, and it's all about accentuating the realism of Rock Band. It's a game, but you're also playing in a quote-unquote rock band, so you should have fun and rock out as hard as you can. Don't just stare at the TV, it's about having fun, and I'll get back to that later. Number 5 is using the whammy bar and the effects switch. Now, depending on which guitar you have, whether it's a Guitar Hero controller or a Rock Band controller, you'll have, well, something different. The effects switch is only on the Rock Band guitars, but it allows you to actually change the sound of the guitar for a song, and that'll also carry over when you activate Overdrive. Now, some effects are good for some songs, but there are some that sort of, I wouldn't say ruin the song, but make it sound a lot different than it was intended to. So use discretion with the effect switch, but the whammy bar is really good for building up your Overdrive, especially on sustains, because you can just get a good whammy going and you can pretty much get a full bar with some sustains depending on how fast it racks up. Number 4, synchronous overdrive activations. This is mainly for playing in a full band when it comes to pathing out Overdrive. If you activate based on when the drummer activates Overdrive, you should get a lot more optimal paths, and that's the difference between 5 stars and gold stars. So you keep an eye out for when your drummer's activating, and that's usually a good sign when they've activated that you should too. Number 3 is one of the most important tips I can give you: practice mode. If there's a solo you're having a tough time with, if there's some really fast strumming that you can't get a handle on, go into practice mode. You can slow down the song up to 70% speed, so practice it at the slowest speed until you can get the hang of it, and then move up until you've pretty much mastered it, and that'll really make a difference between, getting some really hard FCs or even gold starring some of the tougher songs in the game, and it just makes you a better player overall. Number 2, increase your song library. Rock Band has thousands of songs available between official DLC, exports, the Rock Band network, and so on. So the more songs you have, the more chance that you'll be able to discover something new, and also surprise your bandmates with songs that they didn't even know were in the game. And of course, this means also take chances with your song library. Don't just play the same songs over and over again. Sometimes play something that you haven't heard of before, or you weren't expecting to be fun, and you might be surprised by how great it is. And the number 1 way to be awesome at Rock Band is the most obvious one: have fun. Yeah, it's a video game, but you're basically rocking out across dozens of cities, across a whole bunch of continents around the world. It's like the slogan says: start a band, rock the world. If you're not having fun rocking the world, why are you playing? So just remember, it's a game, have fun, and it's not necessarily about the score, it's about the experience, which I'm looking forward to seeing Rock Band 4 continue that tradition. So those are my 10 ways to be awesome at Rock Band. Let me know in the comments below what tips you guys have, and as always, you can follow me on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitter at JCLexicon, and until next time, this is Josh saying have fun and rock on.